Hey everyone, John here, and welcome back to the Toy Box. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a great day and a great weekend. Today we're going to look at two Jazwares evolution packs. Each package has Pokemon figures for an evolution line. Today we have the Kanto Eevee evolution line, which includes Eevee, Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon. And we have the Squirtle line, which includes Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise. So we're going to go ahead and kick things off with the Eevees, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright guys, so first we're going to go ahead and start off with the Eevee evolution set, and this is just the Eevee evolutions from Kanto, so it's Eevee, Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. So we're going to start off with Eevee. So first, you can see here that Eevee passes the standing test, which means it doesn't need help from the wall or any other objects to stand. Now let's take a look at the figure itself. So one thing overall is that the colors are pretty good. They match the details for the Pokemon pretty well. One thing overall with some of the figures is that there are some blemishes that you can see. What you have to do is you have to try and figure out, when you go to the store and look at the boxes, you need to figure out which ones look the best and pick from there. So the other thing is that these evolution packs are from the Select, I guess the Select series. And what they did that's different in these than with others is that they have glitter paint on the Pokemon instead of just regular paint. So the Pokemon will appear to be shiny. Now, it's not the same kind of shiny that we're used to when we talk about Pokemon. We're talking about literally that they'll shimmer in the light. So here's Eevee. Here we can see it from the side. We have the puff of fur right here, and we have a very fluffy tail. Eevee has a happy expression. You can see there's the eyes, the ears. The figure's pretty rigid, so this doesn't really bend, and so you probably don't want to bend it too much. Here's from the side view. From the other side, you can see, you can see the ending right here where the paint ends for the collar. Here it is from underneath. You can see the paw pads here, and then you see just a number on the bottom. And then there it is from the back. And there we go. That is Eevee. So next, we have the water type evolution. We have Vaporeon. So you can see here again that Vaporeon passes the standing test. Let's take a look. Now overall, the colors for Vaporeon are pretty good, and they match the Pokemon very well. Let's take a look at the face. So we have the fins. There's the dark blue. There's the yellow. You can see the glitter pretty well in here. So it's very shimmery. You can see in the face, some of the glitter paint is right here on the nose. So you have the eyes. There's the mouth. You can see the tongue and the mouth right there. And then the collar is white. You can turn around and look through the back. You can see, I like this shade of blue. It looks very nice, especially with the shimmer. So it looks very pretty. And here's the ridge, the back ridges. Here's the tail. And then here it is from underneath. You can see there's a number on one of the legs. There's no paw pads. And here it is from the other side. Now Vaporeon does have movable parts, so you can move the legs pretty far, so you can move them up here. And they go all the way back here as well. So these are your options here. And then for the back legs, you have the same thing. You can move them back, and you can move them all the way forward. They're pretty flexible, they can go everywhere. But that's not really realistic, so we'll keep it like that. Same thing with this one. This one, the tail kind of blocks, so you can't really go all the way like the other one, but still get back and forth motion. So there we go. That is Vaporeon. Now, next, we have Jolteon. So here we go. Now, again, Jolteon passes the standing test. Doesn't need any help to stand up. And let's take a look. The yellow color of this figure looks very nice with the shimmer. It looks almost golden. So that is pretty cool. One thing that's a little different with this figure and the others is that this one's a little more flexible. I still don't think it's meant to be bent that far back and forth, so I wouldn't do it. But the ears are pretty flexible here. Just take a look at the face. You can see the eyes. Jolteon always looks more aggressive than the other Eevee evolutions, so there you go. That's how the face looks. The nose is a little bit off here. We have one nostril in the right place, or it's just another, or this could actually just be a blemish. And the nose is just supposed to be one dark spot here. There we go. So there's the face. You have the white spike collar right there. You can see from the back as well. And then for the body, you can see the spikes going throughout the body. Here's from the other side. Here's how it looks underneath. You have paw pads on here. And there's from the back. Now Jolteon can also move, so here's the flexibility you have with the legs. Here's one. Here's the other front leg. This one for some reason can't go as far. But there you have that. The back legs, whoops. Back legs go back and forth as well. They end right here, but you can go put them forward. Put these forward too. So just like this. And Jolteon's head also moves. Just moves back and forth, so you can go to the side. Just tilt its head. There you go. So that is Jolteon. And now we can take a look at the last one. Flareon, the fluffiest member of the team. So this is Flareon. As you can see, it passes the standing test. So all 4 figures pass the standing test. Let's go ahead and take a look. Now the colors are pretty good. I really like the way they did this figure. So this Flareon figure is very bulky, and that's because Flareon itself is the fluffiest member of the Eevee evolution line. So we have a big bulk of a tail right here. And then we have this big collar right here too. And the shimmer, it doesn't quite look like it's like a fire, but it does give it more of a flame kind of look, like an on fire look, which is pretty cool. So we have for the head, we have the hairstyle right there. We have the ears that are a little bit flexible, but it's still very rigid, so I wouldn't really bend them. And you see the eyes, and there's the mouth, and there's the nose. If you look through the sides, you can see the body. This Flareon is kind of in a crouch position all the time. So that's how it looks from the side with this red-orange body. You can look in the bottom. This is how it looks. Here's this right here. I don't like that too much. I wish it was a little bit smaller. You can see the bottom here too. There are paw pads, a little bit difficult to see, but you can see the paw pads on here. Let's take a look at how it moves. So you have the legs going back and forth. And again, back and forth for these legs too. And then for the head, you can tilt the head back and forth. Tilt it pretty far. See, this is unrealistic. I don't like this. So just back and forth, like that. Pretty flexible. So anyway, that is Flareon. So that is all 4 figures. This is the entire Eevee evolution pack. So there. So now that we've looked at the Eevee evolution pack, so we are going to look now at the Squirtle evolution multi-pack. So let's go ahead and bring out the Squirtles. All right, we are back with the Squirtle multi-evolution pack. So we're going to go ahead and start things off with Squirtle. So first, Squirtle passes a standing test. Now let's take a look at the figure. So Squirtle is a lot like the Eevee in the other pack. It doesn't really move, or it doesn't really have any opposable parts, so we just have the figure standing up as it is. So First of all, the colors look very nice. I really like the way the Squirtle looks. I love this shade of blue. It really looks shiny with the shimmering glitter paint. I don't know if the brown looks as good. It's kind of like with the Eevee. I don't know how brown looks kind of grainy when it's with the glitter paint and shiny, but it still looks pretty cool on Squirtle. So yeah, the brown shell, white border. We have the blue tail right here. Let's take a look at Squirtle's face. Look at the smile. And then we have Squirtle's arms right here. And then we have the legs. And then you can see the pattern on the front of the shell right here. So there we go. So that is Squirtle. And now it is time to look at its evolution, Wartortle. So let's take a look at Wartortle first. Before we start, Wartortle passes the standing test. Let's take a look at the figure. So the colors again look pretty nice. The only thing I don't like about this one is that I don't know why they had to put this part right here. I wish I would have put it like underneath the figure or something, or smaller. But yeah, it's right on the side of the figure, just right there. But the colors look good otherwise. So we have the white, the shimmering white. Looks kind of gray on camera, but it is white. We have a darker blue. And then the yellow shell. Then we have the brown shell in the back. Darker brown than the Squirtle. It's kind of like in the middle between Squirtle and Blastoise. So we have the ears. So the ears, they're kind of flexible, but they're also rigid at the same time, so I wouldn't bend them very much. And we have the face right here. You have these dots. And then we have the eyes. Wartortle looks a little more aggressive. I guess it's been battling for a little while and now has some experience. And then now let's take a look at the posability. So the posability is a little bit limited on this one. So the arms, you can move the arm around, but it just really rotates. So it looks the same pretty much no matter what you do. There you go. So that's the first arm. The second arm, you can go up and down all the way back. It's just like that. Then the legs, you can twist them around this way. Same thing with the other one. And that's it. That's the posability for Wartortle. Let's go ahead and stand him right there. So there you go. That's Wartortle. Now, the main figure in here is got to be the Blastoise. So first of all, Blastoise passes the standing test. Now let's take a look at the figure. The figure looks awesome. I like the colors. The shade of blue looks nice. The brown shell actually looks pretty nice as well and looks nice and shiny. Here is the front of the shell. Let's take a look at the face. So the details for the face are done very well. We have the arms with the claws. We have legs with the claws as well. Then we have the tail and back. Now, for posability, the arms go up and down like this. Same thing with the other arm. They go up and down. They kind of rotate. And then for the legs, they rotate this way. So this is what you're going to get for the legs for Blastoise. See? Now, Blastoise gets another feature. It gets one of those actions. So, we have these little bullets. These hydro pumps, I guess. We have 2 of them in the pack. These are also done with the shimmer paint. And what you do is you can shoot these out of Blastoise's cannons. So the way you do that is you press down on the tail. When you press on the tail, the water will shoot out and Blastoise's mouth will open. So there you go. You can see that right there. Let's go ahead and do one right here. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot it just so you can see. There you go. Now, one thing is be careful about shooting these. It doesn't shoot out terribly hard, but if you hit somebody in the eye, that will definitely hurt. So Don't aim these at people's faces. And one other thing to note is that you have 2 bullets. And when you press down the tail, it's going to actually shoot both, so there you go. It shot both bullets. Let me go ahead and recover them. Got them back. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and put these here. And there you go. So that is Blastoise. So now that we've taken a look at both evolution multi-packs, we'll go ahead and bring everybody back together. Well, this has been the Jazwares Pokémon Evolution Multi-Packs for both the Eevee Evolution line and the Squirtle Evolution line. So what do you guys think of these figures, and which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section. I am still on the fence about whether or not I like the glitter paint on the figures, but overall I do like them. One of the things I like best is that this is a package where we get the whole evolution line at once. Jazwares tends to sell these figures spread out. Like, for example, you'll get a Pikachu, a Charmeleon, and then a Blastoise in one package. I like to get the entire evolution set as one. So if you're interested in these figures, I'll put the links to Target where I got them. At the time of filming, they were going for $24.99 each. Well, anyways, that's all I have for you guys this week. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, rate, subscribe, and don't stop playing.